I have a show in literally 2 days and I do not feel prepped at all. I'm actually feeling really scattered with a ton of half-made projects laying around. I have a ton of things that need tagged and actually need priced today. So in today's video, we're going to be productive together. So if you're also prepping for a show or maybe working on some custom orders, whatever it is that you're doing, I'm just happy that we get to be productive here together today. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to start by finishing up a bunch of snowmen that are halfway done. Actually, they're more than halfway done. They need their arms. They need their cinnamon stick arms. And then I actually haven't came up with a price for my snowmen yet. So I'm gonna give you a behind the scenes look at my pricing strategy. We're gonna get a price that is good for not only me and making sure I profit, but also affordable for my customers as well. And then we gotta tag all of our snowmen, and then no, I think that is it. I think that is all we need to do. I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's vlog. Today is a Thursday. The show is on a Saturday, and I will be explaining a little bit more details of this specific show. It actually is a really special show to me. It's a smaller one, but so special. But let's just get started. I'm going to show you what my snowmen look like at the moment. Hey makers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I just wanted to introduce myself really quick. My name is Camryn and I make content here on YouTube all about helping you make more money selling your handmade items at craft shows. I mean, we're crocheting all the time anyways. We're all obsessed with it here, so we might as well be making some money doing it, right? So that is what my channel is all about, and if that interests you, be sure to subscribe. Also, we'll be vlogging this market that I'm prepping for in this video. I will be vlogging that market and posting it on my channel as well, so I don't want you to miss out on that. It's gonna be a super fun one. Anyone else just crochet in their living room? I literally have a craft room and I go in my living room. I watch Gilmore Girls. It's scattered everywhere. Let's see the snowman situation because, yeah. Hopefully by the end of this video, we're gonna be feeling a lot more prepped for this market and just feeling a lot better. Right now, I'm feeling scattered. Can you tell? Let's go check it out. Are you gonna help us today? Are you gonna help us today? I didn't clean up. I didn't clean up. This is where I snuggle with my blanket. Alice usually hangs out here, and sometimes she'll come over here, not gonna lie. She snuggles up. What? This room is literally full of packages and crochet stuff and Alice's toys. So this is what my snowman party is looking like. We've got Clyde, we got Clara, these cuties. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I think they're gonna sell so well. As you can see, none of them have arms right now. We also have a ton of little baby cloves. Clove is the bonus free mini snowman pattern. By the way, this is a pattern I do sell on my website. It just recently launched, so go check it out. This is a market bestseller. I have sold them before, but it's been a few years since I've put them out. So this is what they look like with their little arms. You can see the arms just come right out. Whoops. Sorry, guys. The arms are coming out. I need to glue them all in. So that is what we're gonna work on. First of all, we need to finish these guys up before we move on to pricing them and tagging them, but they're just the cutest. I got a new camera and I literally just have you set up on a box right now because I don't have a tripod. Oh, you're making me a little nervous right now. I'm gonna move you really quick, okay? Sorry. You're making me nervous right there. 1 second. Hey. Okay, you're making me a little less nervous right here. We are gonna finish up some of these snowmen. Oh, I forgot to show you. I have some just hanging out on the couch with us. So these are little baby, oh, your nose is smushed. There you go, buddy. These are some baby cloves. They need their arms. I actually think I'm gonna take you into the craft room because that just makes more sense. We're in the living room right now. It's not really set up for working with a hot glue gun, but the craft room is. So we are going to gather my snowmen. You know, I think what we're gonna need is that big bag. I have this big bag from Mama Made Minis. I think I'm gonna pile them all into that bag so that we can transport them to the craft room in one go. Okay, let's do it. I've got my snowmen in my bag. We are going to make our way into my craft room. Some of the cloves lost their arms already, and this is why you have to glue on the arms. I do that with the pumpkins as well, with the cinnamon stick stems. It It just works better when you're selling them. If these were just sitting out on my shelf, I don't really care that much if they're glued in or not, because I'll just pop them back in. But if you don't glue them in, it feels like a little cheap to your customer almost, you know, because they grab the stem or they grab the arm and it just falls right out. So we are going to use hot glue to glue in all of these stems. Let's make our way to the craft room. We are in the craft room. I'm going to grab, by the way, my craft room is not finished yet. I'm working on it. I will do a vlog when I do some more work in here. If it looks messy compared to how I cleaned it in the last vlog, it's because it got a little bit messier. Not gonna lie. I have this container of cinnamon sticks. I think that's twine. Not sure what that's doing in there. It smells so good. I love cinnamon so much. I've been putting cinnamon in my oatmeal every morning. I like oatmeal. Do you like oatmeal? I feel like oatmeal is one of those things where people are either really, they're like, yeah, it's good, or, oh no, that's disgusting, but I like oatmeal with a lot of peanut butter and cinnamon. Okay, so it is messy in here. What are we gonna do? I'll show you. It's kind of a mess in this room. Oh, over here, this looks good. This is good. I'm going to move some of this stuff off of my table. I'm gonna grab my hot glue gun. I'm gonna take out my cinnamon sticks. We're gonna start by sorting out some cinnamon sticks that are good for Clove and some cinnamon sticks that are better for Clyde and Clara, because these little ones here, these are Clove arms right here, but the bigger ones will be for Clyde's and Clara's. Anyways, let's do it. Here are my cinnamon sticks. I took my twine out. I'm gonna start sorting through these and figuring out that's a Clyde. That's a Clyde arm right there. That is definitely a Clove arm. No, what is this? That is not gonna work. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Clove ones are easy. 7. The Clove arms are the thinner ones. Like, that's a Clove arm right there. 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're already halfway there. Oh, we're so on it today. That one's almost, I hate when they break. It's so hard. That one I think is more of a, that's more of a Clara arm. Clara. That I'm not sure about. I order my cinnamon sticks in bulk off of Amazon. I highly recommend doing that. This is about a container and a half of them. A lot of the ones on the bottom are super broken though. I honestly probably need to toss a few of these. A scavenger hunt. These ones are too big. This would make a good cinnamon, or it is a cinnamon stick. This would make a good pumpkin stem. So that is gonna be stored until next fall. Let's see, that is a good arm right there. That is a good arm. Love it. Love finding the good arms. It's just score, you know? Arm, arm. I'll show you what I've got. So these were some duds. I don't know what this could turn into. So those are some duds. Here we've got a lot of Clove, which is our baby snowman. Clove arms over here. I don't know if I have enough, but we're gonna do this for now. This is for our adult snowmen, so Clyde and Clara. The adults, they get bigger arms, so this one may even be a little too thick. I try to match them up like certain sizes. I wouldn't match up this arm with this arm. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't feel right, but I would do more that. This one's kind of wonky. I know, they're kind of cool when they're a little wonky though. It gives them character, you know? I'm gonna start adding their little arms before I glue them in, so I just know about where I'm gonna place them, I guess. And then I'm gonna glue them in all at once. I like to work in bulk like this. I don't like doing one thing, like finishing one thing at a time. Does that make sense? I personally like to work on things assembly line style, where I crochet a bunch of snowman bodies, then I crochet a bunch of snowman heads, and then I will do a lot of assembly. I'll make a lot of the scarves, a lot of the noses, then the assembly. I add the arms, and then I will glue the arms all at once. So that is what I personally like to do in my handmade business, and I definitely feel like I can get more done way quicker this way. So definitely recommend doing that if you haven't already. Don't sit down and finish a product. Like, for example, I wouldn't sit down and just make this cute little clove from start to finish. I would work on multiple clothes at once. That's exactly what I did. I was working on about 10 at once, and now I get to finish them all at once, and it just helps save time, so. I've got a couple of my clothes and a ton of Clyde's and Clara's with their arms on there, just not glued in yet. So I'm kind of running out of space in here, to be honest. I am so scattered. Like I told you, I just feel like I have stuff everywhere. But I wanted to share something that has been on my mind recently, and I just think it's gonna help you if you're feeling a little overwhelmed right now as well. As I have a bag of, maybe 7 more, maybe 8 more clothes in here. As I'm working on these, I just wanted to chat about perfectionism and showing up and doing markets even when they're not perfect. Because right now I'm a perfectionist. Well, I like to say I'm a recovering perfectionist, but recently, I don't know, something about the holiday season, I want everything to be perfect. I love this season. I love Christmas. It is so much fun, and I love doing markets in this season too, and I feel like I hype them up in my head where they need to be perfect. My displays need to be beautiful. My booth needs to be completely stocked, and I should also have time to prep and make every single gift for anybody I've ever met in my entire life. Does anyone else do that? Plan to hand make all of their gifts, and then you get to around this time where we have a couple weeks until Christmas, and then I'm thinking, oh, I might just buy a couple gifts because I don't think I'm gonna have time to hand make everything. If you're also struggling with perfectionist tendencies, especially with your business and your craft show, I have been really focusing on a mindset switch recently that has been helping me out a lot. And that has been anytime I've been in this really perfectionist, everything needs to be perfect and really, really overthinking things, I ask myself, how can I make this fun instead of stressful? I've just been asking myself that. It sounds so simple, but anytime I'm feeling super stressed, how can I make this more fun and not have it be super stressful? Because we're doing this to have fun. We didn't do this to just completely stress ourselves out. You may work full time, you may be a mom, you may be having a ton of other things going on in your life, and you didn't start your business to just be completely overwhelmed, right? We did it because we love to create and we love to share our creations, and we also love to make profit doing it as well, don't get me wrong, but we never did this to be completely stressed. So it just kind of brings you back to your why you started your handmade business, and just makes you kind of realize that we overthink and we overstress about so many things that aren't necessary at all. My husband Peyton is a teacher. He's a high school teacher. And he says this to his students all the time, and he started saying it to me when I'm feeling overwhelmed. He goes, is this something you're gonna care about in a week from now? Are you going to be glad that you were stressed about this in a week from now? And I think about it, and no. I don't, no, I'm not gonna care that much that I was 5 snowmen behind and I didn't finish a few more and I did the market anyway. I'm gonna be happy that I did the market anyways, even when it wasn't perfect. It's so much more rewarding when you show up and you overcome some challenges along the way. So that's just your reminder. If you're feeling stressed out about a craft show, just first of all, no, you're not alone. I'm right there with you. I overthink everything, but it doesn't have to be stressful and it can be fun. We need some more arms. Come on. Come on, we need some good clove arms here. That's the one right there. You may be thinking, Camryn, it looks like you have plenty of product. Why are you even stressing out? And that's the thing. I feel like I never have enough. And I feel like we always feel like we don't have enough for these shows, but we usually do. And it's usually fine. I think what I'm most stressed out about is this isn't my only show this season. I have 2 more after that, but I have to remind myself that I'm gonna have a little bit of time in between my shows to prep even more. So it doesn't all have to be perfect and prep all of my stuff for the whole season before the first show. I'm gonna have time, maybe not a ton of time, but I will have time in between my shows to prep even more. What'd you just say? Oh, she said don't be stressed out. You're good. Let's glue on snowman arms. It's kind of a random sentence. All right, let's grab my glue gun. And yes, my glue gun is pink, so let's go get it. Where is my glue gun? Why can't it's right here. It's right here. Don't worry about it. You know, you don't just keep your glue gun in the middle of your floor. That's the best place to store it. Why would you not keep it here? Okay. Let's glue on some arms. Yeah! I'm trying to hype you up. Can I be honest with you for a second? Gluing on the cinnamon stick arms on snowmen is probably one of the least favorite things that I do in my job. But if that's my least favorite thing, I have a pretty good job, you know? Yeah, it's just like, this isn't as fun. I just like the crocheting part. You know, when you actually have to finish the product, I dread it, but then I get in the flow. And that's why I like to do this. If I were to just work up a little baby clove and do every single piece and put her together and take out my glue gun and glue in her arms and put my glue gun away and then do that for the next one, I think I'd go crazy. But the fact I do it in bulk, it's not super bad. So, okay, girlfriend, don't worry. We're gonna get you your arms. I'm just waiting for my glue gun to warm up. What are you guys doing back there? They had a photo shoot for Instagram the other day. Anyone else like this? I'm so sentimental. These two right here are my first ones that I made for this pattern. I'm not gonna sell them because I'm a little bit sentimental and they're gonna stay with me forever. And that was my first clove. So these are mine. They're gonna be part of my home decor. I'm just waiting for my glue gun to warm up, so this is really exciting. This is really exciting stuff. I had to give my grandma a ride at 3. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:30. So I have a little bit of time. I'm thinking I'm gonna glue in all of the arms and then get started on pricing these babies. And later tonight, I'm meeting with my friends because it's my friend Cassie's birthday. Happy birthday, Cassie. We love you. And we're so excited to celebrate Cassie tonight. I hate that feeling when you have these business tasks that you need to do and you go and hang out with your friends and all you can think about is, oh, your to-do list. You know, like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta make this, I gotta do that. So I'm trying to do as much as I can before, but I also do have part of the day tomorrow that I can finish prepping some of this stuff as well. So I'm not trying to overwhelm myself. And again, I'm not trying to overthink it. I'm not trying to stress myself out for no reason. I think this is warmed up now. I'm super curious if you feel that way when you have a really long to-do list. You also struggle being present with your friends and your family, especially this time of the year. I feel like as handmade business owners, we're so stressed out. And then if you're anything like me and want to hand make gifts, it just kind of causes some more stress. But it's just your reminder to, again, just have fun with it. Know that it's not that big of a deal if something doesn't get done. Let's be real. Some of this stuff isn't as big of a deal as we make it to be. And anyways, look at Chloe's little arms. She got her arms all glued on. I'm gonna glue on the rest of these guys and then we're gonna move on to getting them priced for my customers. Glue sticks. Where are my glue sticks at? Where are my glue sticks at? Oh, there they are. You ready, squad? This is gonna sound super gross. This is gonna sound gross. Okay. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. You can see I have long hair. I got a lot of it. And once in a while, I'll see that I crocheted my own hair into a piece. And it's so gross. It's so gross. This is why I do a little quality control check before I sell something, because the snowman that has one of my own hairs crocheted into it probably should not be sold. Wow, this isn't taking that long. Actually, this is really fun. You know how I was saying I was dreading doing this? Once you start doing it, it's fun. It's just one of those things. I kind of want to do more of them and I'm running out. I'm kind of sad about it. You are a cute one. I want to keep you. I mean, you're all cute. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody. Here's one of those perfectionist things. You may be like me and you may be like, every single cinnamon stick arm must be the exact same size, exact same shape, or it's not consistent and nobody's gonna buy it and it stinks. No, it's kind of more fun. My customers like picking out different ones. They'll be like, oh, they compare the two and they go, I like this one's face, but I kind of like this one's arms better. And it's really sweet. I don't know, it's made with love, right? They're unique and they get to buy them in person. They get to see all of the uniqueness about them. And I don't know, it's kind of fun. So instead of being perfectionist about these arms being perfect, we're gonna have fun with it. Some of them have little wonky arms and it's kind of cute. You know, when I go shopping places, I look for the unique stuff too. So super fun. Everybody's got their arms. Let's move on to getting a price for my snowman. If you don't know, I have a product on my website called the pricing calculator. That is what I use to price all of the products in my shop. I haven't yet ran through my snowman through the calculator, but I'm gonna show you how easy it is and we will figure out a price for them together. I usually try to price things a little bit before, 2 days before my show, but we're running out of time and we've gotta do it. So we're doing it now, 2 days before the show. So you can do it on mobile or desktop. I will do it on my desktop and give you a little behind the scenes look of how I'm going to come up with a price for my little cuties. I tell this to Peyton all the time, why can't chai just be super healthy for you and sweet? That's what I need it. That's what I need. Let's make a little chai. Desktop. I have it right here. I am in my pricing calculator and it also comes with, you know, the PDF guide, the video guide, all the things. If you don't have the pricing calculator yet, this video wasn't meant to be a promotional video for the pricing calculator. I just truly use it for everything in my handmade business. So anyways, I'm gonna go over here to the pricing calculator and I'm gonna start throwing in some of my materials for the snowman pattern. Besides, that is how much is in one skein. So all I would do here is look up wool ease thick and quick. So here we have it. It is on Lion brand. It's more expensive. Let's go to Joanne. Joanne's the best. I just love Joanne. Okay, so I actually got this yarn for a killer deal. I got it for $5 each, which actually it's still on a really good deal. Okay, so we've got $5. I spent $5 on my yarn, but what you want to do is see how much it would cost you if you spent full price on yarn, because it's not necessarily guaranteed that you're going to get it on sale every time. When you do get it on sale, that's an extra bump in your profits, but I try to go off of the full price, and I get mine at Joanne, so $8.99 for one skein. So I'm going to pop that in here. $8.99. The material is, well, actually wool ease thick and quick. We are going to just put all of the colors together since it's the same price for all of the different colors that I use. And I'm not going to worry about listing out how much I used in what color for the scarf. It's the same price no matter what the color. So I'm just going to combine all of the yards or grams. I'm going to go by grams because let's see how many grams is in one skein. Usually on the website that you buy yarn from, it'll let you know, or the yarn label will let you know as well. So wool ease, we've got 106 yards, 170 grams. Perfect. So I'm just going to copy that. 170. That's gonna go under item size. You just wanna make sure you're being consistent. Now we're gonna put in how many grams we need for this product. Put in 130 is needed total, which means if I'm paying full price for this yarn, my total cost in materials as far as the wool ease thick and quick for my adult snowmen, so that is Clara and Clyde for one of them, it is costing me $6.87. Now, let's do this one for fun because it's gonna be so funny. The nose, you only need 1 gram of yarn for the nose. It is a Skein Tones yarn. I also grabbed mine from Joann's and it's in honey. Not that that matters though, because it's all the same price, right? Oh, it's on a good deal right now too. Y'all better go check out the Joann's sales right now. Watch me shop for yarn while I'm trying to just price my products. Okay, I am gonna go down here. I'm gonna check how many grams is included. We've got 100 grams in there. So I am gonna put here quantity or item size, 100 grams. And what do we need? We need 1 gram. So this is gonna be fun. How much did we pay full price? You can also do the sale. If you always get it on sale, you can do the sale. I like to do full price just because I want to make sure, just in case I don't get it on sale. But if you want to cut down your costs even more, you can do what you bought it for sale on. See, look, it's 6 cents. 6 cents for the nose. We are gonna include it. It is a material cost. We are gonna include that in our cost, but I just think that's so funny. Okay, so that is the Skein Tones yarn. We'll do cinnamon sticks next. Looks like I spent $26.79 on 150. I spend this much on 150 and we need 2 of them. Okay, 36 cents in the cinnamon sticks. If you use safety eyes, you can include that in your price. If you add anything else additionally to the pattern, you can include that in your price. The last thing we can do is include a polyfill. We're gonna do a little guesstimate on the polyfill just because I forgot to weigh it. This is also gone on a good deal right now, so go check it out. We really don't need that much polyfill, so about $1 of polyfill in there, and that is like, that's honestly me estimating kind of high. So I might want to go back and just adjust this really quick. It's not gonna be a huge difference in my prices, but anyways, you can include that if you want to, you don't have to. If there's any other costs, you can include them here. So anything random that you want to include in your material costs, you can add them there. So craft show costs, this is any packaging that we want to do. So we can say our bags that we put the snowmen in, $33.24 for 100 of them, and we'd only need 1 when we give them to our customers, so that's 33 cents. That is if they have a bag. Now, you can also guess that maybe some people aren't gonna want a bag. Maybe half the people are gonna want a bag, and that just cuts your costs a little bit. So it just depends on how many bags you're giving out, and again, there's no way of knowing exactly, but it's a good way to include that into our prices. We can guess as much as we can. A lot of this is completely accurate. Of course, the material costs, all of that, weighing it, super accurate. This is have to kind of guess a little bit, but at least we're including that into our price and we're not eating that price, right? Card fees, this is a good one. They're taking 2.6% and they're also taking 10 cents. Oh, not $10, 10 cents. Okay, there we go. So of course over here right now, it's showing us that we are in the negative. We're not making money, but that's because we haven't actually came up with any of our profit yet. Average booth fee, that is about $60 for me. Average items sold per event, let's just say 50. There we go. We're gonna include that into our price as well, just to make sure. You can move down here. You can do it all for your website as well if you do sell online, because your price may reflect a little bit differently because the cost for selling online is going to be different. Like your packaging, you can put in the polyfill mailers, the different transaction fees that your website takes, or if you're using Etsy, also shipping costs. So all of that will break down for you in the website category, but we are punning for our craft show right now, so I'm gonna ignore that. Ignore that section. I'm gonna come up here, and this is where it starts getting kind of fun. Okay, it's already fun, but it's getting even more fun. We are going to give myself an hourly wage. So I'm gonna say hourly wage crochet. I wanna do 15 an hour for this product. And let's see, how long did it take me? 50 minutes. You wanna put in minutes here. So that means I should charge an additional $12.50 to make for my time. Okay, and now there is a section for other costs, and there are other costs in your business if you want to average out maybe how much you spend on patterns a month. If you on average spend $30 on patterns, that is an expense in your business, and you can look at it and say, okay, I sell about 100 items a month. I'm spending about $30 a month on patterns, so you would divide that, and you could add that in as an additional cost here. I just have that section for you if you need to. Product name, Clara Clyde. SKU. I don't have a SKU for them yet. If you want to know more about SKUs, I do have a full video explaining how I do my SKU system. So you can go check that out after you finish watching this video if you want to learn more about it. So we're not even gonna add a markup. We're gonna see if we didn't even add a markup, how much we would be making. This is $15 an hour. I could sell Clyde and Clara for $22.22, and I would be making $15 an hour on my time. Not Clyde and Clara as a couple, by the way. We're pricing them individually. They just take the same amount of time and pretty much the same amount of materials. I guess if I was being completely 100% accurate about it, I would price Clyde and Clara separately because they are slightly different, but they're pretty much the same, right? So just to make it easier, I am gonna have them at the same price anyways for my customers because that just makes it easier. I'm not gonna charge 20 more cents for Clyde because his hat was 6 more grams. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not a big deal. So I'm going to now apply an additional markup. So right now I would be profiting, you know, as you can see, for at least my labor. So I would be making $12.50, but we are going to apply it. Let's just play around. I love the calculator because you can play around. We're gonna do a 30% markup, which means we would be making $12.50 for our time with an additional $6.67. And I love applying a markup because that means we can play around with the discounts a little bit. Maybe we wanna do a promotional 20% off our Clydes and Claras. Well, look, we are still profiting $12.69 when we discount it 20% if we apply that 30% markup. So fun to play around. I actually do have a full video on my YouTube channel if you want to go check out me breaking down the calculator even more. But again, I'm not trying to sell you the calculator right now. I don't want you to feel like this was all a big sales pitch. I genuinely use this for all my shows. It's a tool that has helped me so much. I used to struggle so much with my pricing. So if this can help you, I just want to let you know of this. This is available for you to purchase on my website. It's a digital download. You can start using it literally right this second. So I will link that in the description box if you do want to go check it out. But I think what I'm going to do, we're going to go back here. We're going to get rid of our discount. I think I'm going to charge $30 because we're going to see how it goes. I could knock off, you know, what if we did a 20% markup, you know, and we charged about $27. Or what if we just did a 10% markup? We could charge about $25. I'm still profiting, right? I'm still profiting. So I'm gonna try to sell them for $30. I don't know. It technically 29 here, but I'm gonna round up. You know, I'm gonna round up. I always round up. So, you know, you might be like, oh, 29. Well, then I round up to the nearest, you know, the one that makes the most sense because selling it for $29 just feels kind of weird, you know? So 30, I mean, somebody's gonna spend $29, they're gonna spend 30. So I am going to charge 30 for the adults. Now, what you can do is actually duplicate this page because some of this is actually gonna be the same, or it's gonna be a little bit different for Clove, but it's gonna be pretty much the same. So I'm gonna go through and price Clove really quickly just to see how much I'm going to charge for Clove. I actually had to go run and give my grandma a ride. We were able to glue in all of the cinnamon stick arms and get them priced. Now, I may be touching base with you later today, or the next time you see me might be tomorrow, the day before our show, but we will see. I'm gonna see how I'm doing on time after I give grandma a ride, see my friends tonight for my friend's birthday. I'm so excited. I actually feel really good at where I'm at right now. I am looking forward to just getting everything tagged before the show, so that will be our next step. So I will see you soon. Good morning. I am a little bit dragging this morning. I'm not even gonna lie about it. It is Friday, which means my event starts tomorrow. I checked what time it starts at. It starts at 10 a.m. and that means I don't have much time in the morning tomorrow to finish prepping things, which I want to have mostly everything prepped tonight anyways, but yesterday was so fun. I gave my grandma a ride. We went out to eat. And then later in the night, we went out to eat for my friend Cassie's birthday, which was so much fun spending time with her. We went back to her place and we had cake. Our friend Jamie made cake. I will put a picture of the cake. It was beautiful and it was amazing. It was so good, but I may have ate a little bit too much cake, got home a little too late last night, and slept in a little too much today. So now I'm feeling a little bit scrambled. It is about 10 a.m. right now, and I'm about to finish prepping for this market. I'm in the kitchen right now because first things first, I think I'm gonna have to make myself a chai this morning because I am dragging. You know, I feel like I need to treat myself to a little chai. Then we are going to go in the craft room, which is a mess right now. It is it's bad. So we're gonna go through, pick everything up, and just create a tagging zone so we can hang out together and we can tag all of the snowmen together. So I'm so excited to just get all prepped because I feel like there's so many social things going on this time of year. I'm not mad about it. I love my friends, I love my family, but when I'm also prepping for shows, I don't know if you relate to this, it can get pretty overwhelming and pretty stressful. Tonight we are celebrating Peyton's birthday. It was actually on Tuesday, but tonight we are spending time with his family. We're going downtown. We're looking at Christmas trees. There's a hotel downtown that you can look at these Christmas trees. They auction them off. They're really pretty. So we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna go to PF Chang's for dinner and then probably be out late again tonight before my show tomorrow. Now I am vlogging my show tomorrow, so we'll see how I'm doing in the morning. I will be doing that in another vlog, so stay tuned for that vlog. If you're not subscribed already, be sure you subscribe because I do tons of market vlogs on the channel. First things first, chai latte. Then let's clean up our space and get to tagging our snowmen. I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. If you are, go ahead and like it. That just gives me a little feedback so I know to make more videos like this one for you. Yeah, let's make a chai. You know I'm stressing if I've got 2 chais in one vlog. I guess it is a different day. It's not 2 chais in one day, but anyways, let's go get my craft room all nice and clean. I feel like sometimes when I'm feeling super overwhelmed, it's because my space is a complete mess. And as creatives, our spaces get messy really quick. I don't know about you, but my space gets messy so fast. And I feel like in order to kind of get inspired to get started for the day, I like to start my days by just picking up my space from yesterday. Actually, my space I don't think I've picked up for about a week. So we are going to get that picked up right now. Chai taste test. So good. Okay, just walking into this room, instant overwhelm happening. It's fine, everything's fine. Got some gifts down here for Christmas, so I am going to shove some of this in my closet. I'm not gonna lie about it, just to get this space looking neat. So I think I'm going to, where do I even set my chai? I think I'm going to clear off this table for sure so that we can use this as a tagging setup. So let's do it. Everything's fine. Little reminder, you know, we were talking about it yesterday, but this is meant to be fun. It's not meant to be stressful. I picked up, I felt really good. I'm getting out all of my tagging supplies, and I have my pins in my stuff at my parents'. I don't know, maybe I'll have to actually pin these on the snowman at my event in the morning, which honestly, that part doesn't take that much time. Writing it all out takes a little bit of time, so we're gonna do that right now. And I don't know, it's just one of those things. It's just meant to be fun. It's not meant to be stressful. Something didn't go perfectly right in my planning or my prep. We're gonna adapt, and instead of pinning these and actually putting the tags on my snowman, which by the way, they're here really cute. Let me show you. Look at them. They're just kind of laying there. They're all ready. They were all ready for me, and then I messed up, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, man. And, you know, instead of stressing out about it, we are going to prep what I want my booth display to look like so that we can be a little bit more prepped for tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna double check on the email that they sent me, the coordinator sent me, so that I know what I wanna bring. I believe I don't even need to bring a table. I think I'm just gonna do my crate display because it's just a 5-foot table space and it's pretty narrow. Like I don't get a ton of room, so I'm thinking about displaying vertically. Anyways, we will chat about that in a second, but let's do some pinning or let's do some tagging right now. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 10 little baby cloves and then Clyde. Uh-oh. We have 4 Clydes and only 2 Claras. Okay, we've got a couple single Clydes. That's okay. So we've got 4 Clydes and 2 Claras already. Do I have more snowmen that are halfway made that I wish I had time to make before this show? Do you like how I'm talking with my pen right now? Also, these pens, like this, the really cheap pens tend to work the best on your tags. So also, I have a tutorial how to make your own DIY tags on YouTube and just use a cheap pen to tag and you're good to go. So check out that video if you haven't already. What was I even saying? Not shy. Something didn't go exactly to plan. I'm not gonna let it ruin my vibe right now. We're gonna have fun with it still because this is meant to be fun. Let's have fun. Prepping is a little stressful, not gonna lie. It does get a little stressful, but you can still have fun doing it.
It's actually not gonna take that long at all because I think I'm just gonna write the price on there. I'm just gonna write $20. You don't really need to do the hand wash or lay flat to dry. I honestly feel like I want to create a different tag template now that I'm doing amigurumi because this is very much for wearables. So if you're interested, I can definitely do another tag template and specifically for amigurumi. I'm kind of thinking about doing that in my business because the little care at the bottom, we don't really need to deal with that. And the size, you know, I could write small snowman, but they're gonna be able to see that pretty clearly. I usually do that for the wearables, like the beanies, you know, so I'm literally just writing $20 right here. Pretty easy, pretty darn easy.
So let's do that. I'm just gonna bring these to my event tomorrow and pin them at the event. They are all ready to go to the show tomorrow, so I've got them in this bag. I got this bag sent to me from Mama Made Minis. We love them around here. I am just reading through on my computer the email that was sent to me about the event. It's gonna be in their greenhouse. So I've actually done this event before. I think this is my second or third event that I literally ever did. So this was 4 years ago and they weren't able to do it because of the whole pandemic and then the last few years, and then I think they just skipped last year or something like that, and then they're picking it back up again. It is such a fun event. Santa comes, the kids are there, they have just so many vendors in this greenhouse. The space is so pretty, the lighting is beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Really good Instagrammable moments in there. The lighting is just so beautiful. We're in a greenhouse, you know, we're in a greenhouse. So I'm so excited for this. I won't be bringing my pegboard, which honestly sounds like, oh, you don't have that much space. I'm kind of excited about it because my inventory is really low and this is gonna be such a quick setup. I'm not gonna have to get out my canopy, all my tables, my checkout stand. It's literally gonna be my little checkout station, my little tackle box. I actually did a whole video on all the emergency things that I keep in my little tackle box, and my yarn bag, some checkout supplies. I'm gonna probably just put my crates up because I only have a 5-foot space. I'll probably just put my crates up and some little signage, maybe my banner behind there, and all the cute things out. I'll probably keep a big bin with additional inventory that I don't have space to put out, and I will restock as needed at the show. I'm actually pretty excited that it's not gonna be a lot of stuff. I kind of like when they have a table already included. I'm pretty pumped about that. Okay, I'm actually so excited because I feel like this is gonna be a super easy setup. I hope I didn't just jinx myself and I go and it's a total nightmare tomorrow, but it feels like it's gonna be a pretty easy setup. We want us to park kind of far away because there's limited parking in the parking lot, and even when the coordinators don't ask you to do that, it's always a good idea to park away because you want to make sure there's room for your customers to get parking. So if you get the best parking spot and you're like, oh, this is so awesome because when I load out, I have this best spot, Don't think like that. Think like, okay, I need to make room for my customers, and not only are you making room for your customers, but the coordinators are gonna like you a lot better. If they notice that you park right there at the front and you're there all day, that's kind of taking away from their business as well. So just something to keep in mind even when they don't ask that. So this is what they asked of last time as well. The tabletop that you will be selling off of, what I described as having a grate. One aisle will be vendor space only, so you will have a 5-foot aisle, potentially shared with the vendor behind you to work from. So that means that we have this table, this like grate, and it's actually like a really long bar. So it's just like this really long bench almost, and it's grated on the top. So that's why they want us to bring some sort of tablecloth, so everything's kind of just more smoothed out. It sounds like in the middle one, there's gonna be vendors on one side of it and then vendors on the other side, so we may be sharing that back together. That's why I think the crate option is just gonna be the way to go. We've got that vertical look. It's just so pretty. It's so easy. And I think that's actually what I did last time I was there 4 years ago when I first started. It'll be interesting to see what my booth looked like then versus now. But yeah, it's a limited space, but I kind of like that. I kind of like being tucked in close together. The huge setups are really fun, but I usually only like doing those for multiple day shows so I can keep my things set up, because it is such a pain to tear it all down and put it back up, or just do a huge elaborate setup for a shorter show. This is a little bit longer than I remembered. I think they extended their hours a little bit because it is, oh, it's just 5 hours. Okay, that's actually not too bad at all. I was kind of thinking it was 4 or 3 hours, but 5 hours is awesome. So I'm super excited. I feel like it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really good. And I don't expect this to be my best selling show ever, to be honest, just because it is a smaller event, but it's just gonna be really fun. They are letting us set up as early as 8:15, it looks like, but with I'm just pretty much gonna have my crates and my inventory, and Peyton's helping me. I honestly could probably show up, I'm not kidding you, 20 minutes before the event starts. I'm not like that though. I like to get there probably at least 45 minutes before the event starts. We will see though, because we do have to go to my parents, grab all my stuff, and then go to the event. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. So really looking forward to vlogging this for you as well. I feel like the theme of this vlog was don't overthink it, don't overstress it. It's meant to be fun, and it's not gonna be perfect, and that's totally okay. As a perfectionist or recovering perfectionist, that's really hard for me. It, like, honestly, physically in my chest, it's like, ugh, it's not perfect. You know, like, I hate that feeling. Just getting used to that feeling of being uncomfortable and pushing through it, and knowing that even though it's not perfect, it's still gonna be great, and you can make the most of it with the time you have, with the resources you have right now, because, you know, it's a busy time of year. You know this. It is crazy right now. So give yourself a little grace while prepping. Have fun, and I want to hear all about the shows that you have coming up. So if you have any shows coming up this holiday season, or maybe you're signed up for some in a few months from now, I would love to hear about them in the comments section down below, and let's chat and inspire each other. Anyways, I just want to thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I always have so much fun with you. If you want to keep hanging out here on YouTube, I would love to keep hanging out with you in this video right here. Bye!